Hello gardeners. So coming to you from New York, it's been a mild week. It's been in the 70s, but it's been really dry. So everything is kind of not so happy. So I spent the morning watering. Today I wanted to show you, I'm trimming up the tomatoes because they're still producing a lot, but I want them to ripen on the vine because they'll have a better taste. And I don't really have luck with green tomatoes ripening in the house. Even I've done the paper bag, the bananas, I've done it all. It doesn't really work for me. So I trim this side up because you want to get adequate amount of sunlight in on the plants so that they can turn. So I trim them up. You can see the pile here. I'm going to throw it out. Tomorrow was garbage day because some of it had blight and I don't want to invite that back in. This bed is actually going to be dismantled, so I need to clean everything out anyway. So I have some more tomatoes back there I need to harvest. Some ground cherry. The last of the Malabar spinach needs to be harvested. You know, the kale and the collards will still keep going, and I'll be able to overwinter them most likely. The Jerusalem artichokes will be dug up soon. Once they stop blooming, then the energy goes back into the tuber. That's when you harvest. So I've got some hyssop here. I don't know what happened to my salvia. Got damaged. I put some more hyssop in here with the salvia. It's medicinal and the hummingbirds really like it. So everything has been really dry. So I've been moving plants. You could see our volunteer tomatoes from Bee's poop. We give those to her. I don't eat those. You could eat them. I just am freaked out by it. Let me walk you to the other side. So you can see the update on the green stalks. The strawberry plants filled in really nicely, so we should get a lot of strawberries next year. I've got pak choi here. We've got broccoli. I've got Tulsi basil producing still. Rosemary, not so much. It didn't do so hot in there. String beans. We've got scallions. This lettuce I tried to root. It didn't really take. Some more scallions. Radish. String beans did really well in here. So for next year, I'll do string beans in here again. Because the first crop didn't do so great, but the second crop did really well. The peas did really good in here. More strawberries. Kale did not germinate. The radishes germinated pretty well. Some spinach germinated. Chard was a little rough. Arugula, again, that could be user error because I added more soil and then the seeds might have not been happy. But you can see here, so on the trellis, the cattle panel, I trimmed all of these already. So here's the pile, right? So they were sending out new flowers, but I don't want them concentrating on the flowers. I want them ripening the fruit that they already have. So I also moved some plants today. I moved this knockout rose from where it was not getting enough light, and I wanted over here to bring more pollinators to whatever we put on the cattle panel. So next year, because there was blight here for the 3 years, we will not put tomatoes here. We will probably put squash, cucumbers. So in here I'm gonna trim this more, but you can see the difference, right? From where I trimmed, that they're getting a lot more sun on the fruit, and in here it's kind of still bushy. So I need to still do this area. It's the other knockout I moved. I also ripped out all the sedum in here that took over, and I divided iris and I put some baby hellebores in, which I really like. I moved the columbine and a hosta from where I put one of the knockouts. You know, you can't really kill those things. They just keep coming back. Some more hellebore. The last of the hellebores. I think there were 6. And they're doubles. So I really like the hellebore. It's the first flower that comes up. So it lets me know spring is on the way. And then in here, I've just been cleaning everything up. I moved the peonies back into this bed that were there. We had them in pots from when we did the patio. Some phlox. The fig tree needs to probably be relocated. But this is kind of a hodgepodge because we had to move stuff out of the way and I didn't really get this the way I wanted it. So this is the next project. So happy gardening. Let me know what you're doing in your yard.